Alright, everybody, welcome back to my 3-in-1 birthday special for Scott, Weinger, Jodi, Benson, and Winkler with another game named as before, and it's Hollywood Squares. See how we did. And the rule is we keep playing this game until we win the car. Hank Aaron is number 1 on the all-time list of Babe Ruth II. Who is the 3rd greatest home run hitter of all time? Warren Beatty? Mickey Mantle? Willie Mays? 90% of all parsley served in the United States is what? Pushed under the potatoes. Eaten. Thrown out. The name of the first man on the moon was Neil Armstrong. What was the name of the first car on the moon? It's gotta be a Ford Galaxy. The Lunar Rover? True or false? According to Good Housekeeping, if you pull your pantyhose too tight over your feet, you'll develop hammer toes. It also got me kicked off the football team. True. Okay. According to the Old Testament, Jonah lived in the belly of a whale for 3 days. What made the whale spit him out? Whales simply cannot eat kosher food. God commanded it, I agree. According to the Wall Street Journal, you can now buy artificial cheese. What's the main advantage of artificial over natural cheese? Gives you only artificial gas. It costs less. One of Hollywood's most enduring movies was Mr. Blanding's Belton's Dream House. Who played Mr. Blandings in this 1947 film favorite? Donald Trump. Cary Grant. Who was it who uttered the most famous words? These are the times to try men's souls. Give me a clue. Does he work at the White House? Thomas Paine, the American Revolutionary leader. Yep. What is hypothermia? Fear of long underwear. Fear of wind. It's a condition when the body temperature falls well below normal. True or false? There's a new magazine on the market designed specifically to be read while you're in the bathroom. Yeah, I've heard about it. It comes in a roll. No. Why would your dentist attach electrodes to your mouth and body and then run an electric current through your mouth? Jumpstart his Mercedes to reduce pain. What U.S. city consumes the most prune juice per capita? Running Wild, Wyoming. Sacramento, California. Miami, Florida. If your son was a Rhodes Scholar, where would he go to study? Department of Road Maintenance. Oxford University in England. After doing it for just 4 months, Britain's Prince Edward says he wants to give it up because it is simply too tough and demanding. What is it? Dating a brother Andrew's old flames. College. You fool! Royal Marines military life. According to the American Optometric Association, the minute you see a dress or suit that you like, what do the pupils of your eyes do? They get smaller. They dilate. Mary was secret square. According to the Ladies' Home Journal, the average cost of doing it for 18 years is $199,650. Doing what? Making Johnny Carson's monthly alimony payments? Paying off a $100,000 home? You fool! True or false? Most male gorillas are only interested in getting romantically involved about once a year. Only Tarzan knows for sure. True, which may explain why the gorilla population is down. President John Adams and his wife Abigail did it longer than any other presidential couple. What? Avoided a scandal. Stayed married longer. You fool! Would you eat a tender pod bush snap? Sooner swallow my mouthpiece. Yes, it's a bean, I agree. We're going to play for the car. I'm going to choose key 3, car 1. Do we win the car or do we keep going? Keep going. Trailways Bus Lines is trying to compete with the airlines, so they're doing something the airlines have done for years. What is it? Losing your luggage. Hiring stewardesses. Showing movies. According to the U.S. Customs law, in order to be recognized as an official antique, it has to be a minimum of how old? I'll check with Phyllis Diller. 50 years old. According to the book Money Talks, how much is Richard Nixon's signature worth? $50, $500, $5,000. Do you mean on one of his 18 missing blank checks? $50, I agree. According to syndicated columnist and author Miss Manners, have manners become fashionable again? I'm not answering until you say please. Not really. True or false? According to the Associated Press, some doctors are now using zippers instead of stitches on surgery patients. In protest, my tailor's not doing open heart surgery. I agree, it's true. Survey of retailing organizations shows that 42% of all goods stolen from stores are taken by whom? People with the largest shopping bags? Shoplifters. Employees. Why is it a good idea to put milk and magnesia on your face? So you don't turn anyone else's stomach? It disinfects those large skin allowance. I agree. According to the old rhyme, a red sky at morning is a sailor's sure warning. But what brings a sailor's delight? A redhead named Gloria. A clear sky at night. A red sky at night. What is the term used when investors are so anxious to buy stocks they will just buy just about anything? Lunacy? A bear market. Panic buy. Aww. In 1957, a Russian dog named Laika did something that no other dog or human had ever done before. What? Made a mess on the front steps of the Kremlin and lived. Traveled in space. You fool! And I found the secret square, which is a holiday in New York. True or false? William Evans, an 8-foot giant who served in the court of King Charles of England, always carried a dwarf in his pocket to make the king laugh. Where did you dig this garbage up? True, I agree. Got a holiday in New York. In 1847, an English company called Fry & Sons combined fermented cocoa beans with sugar and made the first what? First drunk. Chocolate bar. Yep. According to experts, if your younger sister is constantly playing with your things, what does that probably mean? She's probably not your sister. She's lonely. She wants to be like you. She looks up to you and emulates you. When can you tell that a young duckling is finally matured? When it learns to keep its beak shut at meetings, it gets new feathers. Yep. According to the Old Testament, on the day God gave Moses the 10 Commandments, was the weather sunny, thundering and lightning, or snowing? Thundering and lightning, I agree. True or false? The apostle bird gets its name because it travels in groups of 12 just like the 12 apostles. Yes, and always over my car. True. Yep. In the Bible, when Ruth said, "Whither thou goest, I will go," who was she talking to? Her husband, her rabbi, or her mother-in-law? Her hairdresser. Her rabbi. Mother-in-law. When Queen Elizabeth went to China recently, she took 3 tons of it with her. What was it? Beer nuts. Gifts. Luggage. According to Bartlett's familiar quotations, who first coined the phrase the silent majority? First graduate to Marceau University, the National Organization of Women. Richard Nixon. According to the American Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, when a couple gets divorced, most of their friends remain with the husband. Why? He got custody of the Trivial Pursuit game. He's more fun to be with. You fool! Maybe he should have power of money. That influences people. According to a syndicated medical columnist, what is it about doctors that bothers people the most? Cold hands, high prices, insensitivity. Most people find doctors uncaring. Let's try for the second car. The first one. And we got the car! Let's take a look at the total. $32,150. Not bad. So for another